Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. So in today's video, we are creating this card. So I'm using Thank You Dogwood by Colorado Craft Company. And I made this card for the funeral service people that obviously organized it and helped us with it. So recently my grandfather passed away and we recently just had the funeral on the 6th. Was it the 6th? Yeah, the 6th of March. And, you know, a part of me, it's hard to explain, but I actually got called by my aunt and she said, you don't seem to share emotions with people, and it kind of looks like you're not bothered or you're unfazed by things. And I'm like, just because I haven't physically cried in front of everybody doesn't necessarily make me less upset about what's happened. I have just grown up to hide my emotions, like knowing people could be seeing me like emotional, can use that against me. That was always something that happened in school, and it's one of the things that I did that I learned to hold back all of my tears and do it in private alone. So again, that's something that's like stuck with me and I can't change it. So like even when my mom's mom passed away, and that was like, I want to say 2016 when she passed away, like I didn't cry at the funeral. I didn't cry when she passed away. I didn't cry at any point until literally a year later on her birthday. That's when it finally hit me. And half of my mom's family called me heartless because I didn't cry for the entire year. And I think personally what it is, it also depends on how close I am to that person. And me and my grandmother used to be close, and then obviously we weren't, because like obviously my brother got into her head and he was basically a person that would, lie to get sympathy and basically emotionally manipulate her all the time, and she fell for it because obviously she saw him every day, whereas everybody else, she didn't see that often. And eventually I just got to a point where I just gave up trying. And like we got told she had cancer, so we kind of had time to prepare that she wasn't probably going to make it through the entire lot, because she was surviving on oxygen, tablets, chemo, all of those things. So we kind of had an idea that she wasn't going to survive that long. Same with my granddad. He got diagnosed with liver failure, heart failure, and kidney failure. So we kind of knew he wasn't going to last too much longer, especially considering he was refusing to have treatment. And my grandfather was 88 when he passed away, so he had lived quite a long time, and he also had a triple heart bypass like 20 years ago. So he survived longer than any of us expected him to. So another part of me is like, he had a very good life. Like, it's not like he didn't have enough time. So yeah, but when it came to his funeral, my grandfather wasn't necessarily a person that had, a lot of interest in music. He was more of a like your crossword person. He would rather have silence than anything. So the only music he heard was obviously like theme tunes from TV, or his wife's music taste, which is like Susan Boyle and stuff like that. And I said to my dad, we can't necessarily use something that my grandma's going to listen to on a regular basis, because it will just constantly keep her in that like suspense of like he's gone and she's always going to be upset about it. But having a song that she listens to regularly associated with his funeral, it's going to constantly keep triggering her, and that's not ideal. So we ended up using a song from a theme tune from a show that he loved, which was Last of the Summer Wine. That was a song that was played when we were walking into the cremation hall. Then the second song that played was Frank Sinatra and My Way. My dad, my aunts picked that song, don't know why. And then the last song, nobody could think of anything, and I had a song planned for my own funeral, and I also played it probably like 10 years ago for my Uncle George's funeral as well, because I wasn't invited to that one because of COVID and things like that, so I couldn't go. And yeah, honestly, it was insane to me. And actually thinking about it, 2016 was not COVID. I think I might have just been ill at that time. I just don't know. But we ended up going to, I ended up like having the video Zoom thing for that funeral, so I still was like able to see it, but I wasn't actually there in person, so it didn't give me that same closure, I guess. But yeah, he did not have any songs that he actually enjoyed or he related to. It was just random ones that the crematorium had picked, and I didn't want that for my grandfather's funeral, like nowhere near. So I said to my dad, like, I have a song that could work. It works for anybody's funeral. It's not necessarily specific to one person or one gender or anything like that. So I played it for him, and he actually really liked it. I think he listened to like the first 3 minutes of it though. That was like his issue that he had. But yeah, so he ended up playing it and ended up enjoying like the first couple of minutes of it. So he ended up using it, and that song was called Jealous of the Angels. I will link it in my description, guys, because I just think it's a beautiful song and it resonates with so many people that I've played it to. And like I said, this was the song that I picked for my own funeral, even though I'm only 27, because you never know. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm rambling, but yeah, I wanted to gift the funeral place a card just to thank them for everything that they did on the day. I know technically they are paid for what we do, but I think, just seeing it all the time and whatnot was just a great way to, bring everybody together, but also just to keep everything, safer. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Everything I used is going to be linked in my description for you. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you guys in my next one. And have a great day. And rest in peace to my granddad. Bye, guys.